YouTube. It's TerrenceRe, and I'm back at you with another stock market update. We're just gonna look at the go over the market, talk about what's going on, look at some charts, and then we're gonna talk about CRM, Salesforce. Got a nice move today. Right now in the S&P 500, it's up about 0.5%. Nasdaq futures are up about 0.5%. Dow futures up almost a whole percent, and that's basically with CRM holding it up. It is a component of the Dow. The Russell just turned, I think, positive on the day. It had been down most of the day, and the bonds are still down. And also, you can see the 2-year, the 10-year, and the ZB to 30 all down. And if you come, I don't think you can see it because my face may be covering up the yields, but the 2-year yield is up, 10-year yield is up, and the 30-year yield is up. So like I said, I don't think we'll get significant upward movement in the market as long as the bonds are down. Bonds are getting killed right now. So what I like to look at on the TastyWorks platform is the Tasty hourly top equities. And as you can see, and this list is updated every hour. So it's showing you the stocks or the equities that are being heavily traded right now through the Tasty Trade platform. They changed the name from Works to Trade. So right at the top, which is Tesla, which is almost always is Tesla, to be honest with you. You can see Tesla is in a range right here. And it's been in that range, I would say, probably since what's this, February 2nd. So this whole month, it's been in a range. Might not have been a bad place to put an iron condor on, right? But you don't know that. It's easy to look backwards in time and see that price action is literally right where it was on February 2nd. That's one of the iron condor, or a strangle will be one of those neutral trades where you just keep the market in between your prices and you make money. So that obviously would have worked during that time period. I don't like looking at this chart. I don't see anything that stands out at me, right? It did gap down today. You can see you got a big hole right here. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this drawing. Those expected moves. You can see with that gap. Now you could say, well, it gapped down and maybe you want to get short. I wouldn't do that. It's possible that it could keep running down, but I honestly think the market just may go sideways for a while. And I'm going to show you why. Before I get to CRM, I'm going to run over here and look at the IWM. And as you guys know, you can see I've had Fibonacci levels on here. And I closed out my put position in here. I had like a put that I bought. And one thing about, like I've told you guys, when you buying options, that's why I don't do that too frequently. If I think I'm gonna get a big move and then I did not get it, it kind of went sideways for a few days. So rather than just letting it decay all the way, close it out, took a small loss. And then now what I did do is reopen I just opened sold some options. So if it's gonna go sideways, I still am bearish. So if it's gonna go sideways, then maybe I can collect some premium and then get a little theta decay. So we'll see what happens with the market going forward from here. I still am bearish on IWM and the market overall. I just can't see the market going up too much as long as bonds are continuing to sell off. And if we take a look at the TLT, which is on this list of hourly top equities, we can see that the bonds selling off from back in February. So February 2nd, so around that same time when Tesla stopped going up, you can see the bonds begin to sell off. So I just feel like as long as this continues to happen, then I don't see the market going up or going, and not in a significant manner. Now, let's get to let's get to Salesforce. Now, I put these levels on here today. Let's talk about these Fibonacci levels actually come from a weekly time frame. So I'm gonna go weekly and we're gonna go out maybe 2 years. And you can see right here, this is a perfect bull flag. And it hit right to a Fibonacci extension level. Let me take this off. Now, if we're looking at that, look at that. You got literally, now each candlestick represents a week. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 in a row, weekly high on Salesforce. And then you get 1, 2, 3, and then you get a big candle to take out this high. This is the definition of a bull flag, the perfect definition of a bull flag. So you got everything. Now, ideally, you would have wanted to have been in right here. And if I would have been in here, then, you would be taking profit right here, right? So that didn't happen. Now we got to start looking, what could we see happening? Now, the AB equals CD pattern would put the next level at right around 212.67. I would call it a whole number and say 210. We'll see if it gets there. There's no guarantee, right? But you can see it definitely is recognizing this Fibonacci extension level as resistance. This would have been your first take profit level. Let's say you would have got in down here, or when the stochastic turned up, this is where you would be taking profit, right? Now you would have wanted to have buy low, which would have been buying down here somewhere, right? Looking back, you can see that this is the low, but you wouldn't know that. You would probably could have bought in here, just depending on when you got out. Now, the next level from there would be right up here, right around 245. And if you go all the way to the left, you'll see that you got resistance all the way over here. So that's a nice level. Me personally, if you're still holding this position, I would be looking at exiting at 210. Or if you're gonna hold it to there, you're gonna roll that stop up. I don't know if you have a stop, but if you do, maybe you got it down here somewhere. Maybe you roll it up here. Once it gets there, you kind of move it with your take profit levels. Salesforce, I do like this chart. I have purchased a few shares, I would say, in my long-term portfolio, not in this account. So be careful following me into this trade. I do expect within the next day or maybe even next week, right? Because this is a weekly chart. I do expect it to go a little sideways, maybe even come back into here before thrusting up and touching this level up here. So that's the perfect example of a bull flag. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about that once again. Now these Fibonacci extension levels run all the way up. Like my final level was up here at 400. And now the further it goes, the further you go up on those levels, the lower the probability of it making it there. I myself is not even, it does happen. I could show you a chart in Apple where it hit these levels. I can show you a chart in, matter of fact, let's just go to Apple. Let's go from the highs, and I'll show you guys where it does happen sometimes. So if we just go from this high to here on this bear flag, check this out. I want to say it hit every level. It may have, here, boom. Boom. Look at that. Sometimes it does that. And you can see right here where it angled, where it got to these levels. And look, guys, like the market literally turned right here at this support level. So it happens. Even to the point to where this level right here is being observed as it was once right here. It was support. Now it's acting as resistance. So it does happen sometimes, but the overall, I just think that with the as long as the Fed is raising interest rates, I just don't see the market going up too much. So that doesn't mean that Salesforce can't do that. Me personally, I'm only looking to get to that 210 mark, and I'll be trying to take profit. So for me, we can get, if I can get this level right here at 210, I'm out. So hey guys, if there's a stock or there's something that you are, if there's a stock or something that you want me to mark up, that you want me to take a look at and put some levels on for you, maybe you in something and you want to see where I would get out at, drop it in the show notes. I don't mind doing that, going over, a chart or a stock that you like. Um, I just noticed that I like this stock right here. Generally, when you get big news on a stock, that's when you can dig in and find those levels, right? Because a lot of times that's when you got your impulse move. And then that's when you can start looking for your big trades, right? Either shorting or going long, either way. So with that, guys, I'm going to be out. Peace.